Selamlar YouTube. Bugün The Wolf Among Us serisinin sona doğru yaklaştığımız bölümündeyim. Kaçıncı bölüm olduğunun ipin ucunu kaçırdım. Bu önemli bir detay değil ama sondan bir önceki bölüm olduğuna yemin edebilirim ve kanıtlarım da. Alınacak bir sürü intikamım var. Kurtul dişine kan değdi. Çok kan dökülecek. Çok sinirliyim. Let's go.
I don't care who killed the prostitutes. Crane was helping himself to the community coffers. It means his hand was in my pocket, and you just let him go!
I don't know what you heard, but it didn't happen like that.
Are you denying the facts?
She's denying me the chance to get a word in. Now, Miss White,
Sheriff Bigby has returned.
Ah, there's the old
Benim
wrecking ball
kuşum bir beni o
himself.
fark ediyor.
Where have you
Fark
been?
I'm not finished here, Miss White.
You will have to wait. Just one moment, please.
Look what I found.
Yay! Son bölümde aynanın
Seems
parçasını
your dog
bulmuştuk
wants a
cekette,
biscuit.
hatırlıyorsanız.
I'm not in the mood. And you've got a lot to answer for.
Oh, really?
Buffkin, get this piece in the mirror right away.
With pleasure, Miss White.
Finally, things are swinging back in the right direction.
Hadi
Good
şu
work,
ayna
Bigby.
çalışsın da şu
You've been gone all day.
karaktersizleri
What did you
bulalım
uncover?
ya.
I thought you were going to report back to me. I mean, it's fine.
I had to get real persuasive with the Jersey Devil down at the Lucky Pawn, but he told me that the Crooked Man's door, to wherever it is he hangs his hat, it moves.
Tamam,
Some
söyleyeceğim.
kind of magic door.
Do you
Bildiğim
think
her
the mirror
şeyi.
will be able to find the door once it's fixed?
That's how Crane did it. That's how we're gonna do it.
Excellent work. Really.
Sheriff, I could use your assistance. Would you join me at the
Ya
mirror?
gelirim. Canım benim. Bugün bitiyor,
Don't go
bitiyor,
far,
bitiyor,
Sheriff.
bitiyor.
I'd like to have a few words of my own with you.
Unbelievable.
Şuna bir şunu
Why'd you
sorayım
put the
ya.
hurt on Flycatcher? Were you hiding something down at the Tweedles? Or was it just for fun?
He worked for them, didn't he? I couldn't be sure that he wasn't involved, and I didn't want him interfering. I was simply endeavoring to make the search a speedy one. Surely you, of all people, can't fault me for getting overzealous in the process.
I don't buy it.
Ya bu Bluebeard'dan da bir hafif bir şeyim var ya. Negatif elektriğim ama
I
ne
have more
çıkacak
important things
bilmiyorum.
to deal with right now. You can be
Ya da
sure
sadece
we can
psikopat.
have a long fucking talk about this when I'm done.
I do so enjoy our talks. I'll wait with bated breath.
Tam bir
I don't
psikopat,
understand.
katil
This piece
kasap
just
tipi var.
doesn't want to join the rest. Do you have any idea why?
Got me.
Not necessarily.
Well, where did you find it? What has it gone through since being separated from the rest? Shattering is a very traumatic experience, you know. So this process can be a little touchy.
I found it at the
dükkanındaydı.
butcher shop, the cut above. It was in Crane's coat.
I told you.
There was a lot of weird magic going on there. That has something to do with it. Other than that, last person I saw with Crane or his coat was that psycho Bloody Mary. Maybe she had some...
Ah, yes, Miss White was asking about her. That explains it. You know who and the mirror have a very unhappy history with each other. How would you like it if she tried to use you as a doorway?
I think I already know the feeling.
Well, I think I know how to proceed now. It will just take a little extra coaxing, that's all. Thank you for your help. It could be a while, Sheriff. I'll find you when it's ready. Besides which, he might not want to come out with you watching.
Oh,
Ayna da
he
benden
doesn't like
utanıyor.
being spied on.
If you ask me, you're everything that's wrong with Fabletown.
Is it fixed? Did you ask about the Crooked Man?
Buffkin's still working on it. He said it might be a while.
Arkada başka bir muhabbet dönüyor
What
da.
do you want from the business office so bad?
What I want is my business. I paid
I can't take those two right now.
Gerçekten ya.
We're trying to catch a murderer, and they're over there bickering about bureaucracy. We're at war. Don't they realize that?
Yani biri kurbağa, biri
Help
mavi
over
sakal.
there.
Ne bekliyorsun
Yeah,
ki?
thanks. Go talk to Toad. But just so you know, we can't pay him. He really needs to go to the farm, you know. So just break the news and be done with it.
Ben
okay?
ödeme yapacaktım, kabul etmedi gerizekalı. Ben bunun adına ödeme yapıyormuş gibi yapsam. Tak onuru kırılmasın.
Toad, come here.
I thought I made myself very clear.
I see how it is. Passed off to an underling, eh? Why am I not surprised? Well, you did cause what damage brings me in here, so maybe it's for the best. Just need a little bit of dosh to
Tamam,
cover
ben
it.
vermeye
So
hazırım ya.
try talking to her about it, but it's
Crane'in
like chatting up
bütün
a brick
parasını
wall, it
çöktük
is.
nasılsa.
Now, I'm sure you've got your own agenda, Sheriff, but I've taken a real wallet because of you.
Now that we're not in his shop, what more do you know about the Crooked Man?
Don't try to change a subject on me. I need a little bit of that walking around money, you know?
Ya bana
My
bilgi ver,
car,
para
totals,
vereceğim
the
sana.
gaping maw in my wall. Any of us sound familiar? I'm not looking for a handout.
If you're waiting for me to
O parayı
Here,
zaten
Crane
verecektim.
won't be getting any use out of this. Will that do?
Crane's money, eh? Well, I suppose that means it belongs to me as much as anybody. Thank you, Sheriff.
Use it to get glamored, Toad. You got the money now, so I won't be so lenient if I catch you again. And the farm is always on the table.
But of course.
Ya yerim be, mutlu oldu be. Sonunda şu oyunda birisi mutlu oldu ya. Bak.
Bluebeard, you want to talk? Now's your chance.
I've just made my donation funding this office, so direct your questions to Miss White.
Well, at least he's not trying to get rid of me.
He's not?
For now. Did you take care of Toad? I mean, I saw the way he left. I know it may not seem that important right now, but glamours are the
Doğru
law
olanı
for a
yaptın.
very good reason.
Don't worry. I did the right thing.
Are you sure? Because he left looking pretty happy. Fine, we'll deal with it later. I know I should be asking
Oğlum yorgunsam
how
biraz
it
oturup
got like
dinlenelim
this,
diye
but I
düşündüm
just
ama.
keep wondering why it happened. To Faith and Lily. You've seen his world. Do you have any idea why he'd want them dead? I don't know if the Crooked Man killed them with his own hand or if it was one of his
Hiçbir fikrim yok
goons.
ama
If
kontrol
there's one thing I
meselesi
figured
harbiden.
out, it's that the Crooked Man is all about control. It's what he does with the loans at the pawn shop, the magic he peddles, chains, ribbons. Maybe Faith and Lily weren't doing what they were told. Or maybe they just tried to leave.
Sheriff, Miss White, I believe the mirror is repaired.
I have to say I have been better. But thanks for putting me back together.
I'm sorry, I just...
Tekrardan hoş
I have to
geldin
know.
balım.
Mirror, mirror, we're glad you weren't slain. Now please show us that sick creep Crane.
He's
Ben de
probably
bilmek
still
istiyorum bu arada ya.
waking up a little.
Düşündüm de
Yeah.
bir şöyle.
I want to see where he's ended up too.
Çünkü neredeyse o psikopat kadın da Vladimir'i de orada muhtemelen.
You will get on that plane
Aynen.
to Paris, and you will wait for the day the Crooked Man needs you. Until then, not a peep. Otherwise, I get to deal with you my way. So please, please disobey. Wait a minute. Someone's watching.
Nasıl anlayabiliyor bunu? Sakın kırma aynayı.
What just happened?
We pointed you in the wrong direction and looked at Bloody Mary's reflection.
Oh, her. That explains the sting. I'd rather not have to feel the pain she brings. So, let's not do that again, okay?
Looks like we'll have to track him down later.
You're right. We need to focus on the immediate threat, and that's the Crooked Man. Bigby, we don't have a lot of time.
Are you having trouble with the rhyme, Sheriff?
Just show me where I can find the Crooked Man.
I haven't been feeling well of late. Seems neither of us can cooperate.
Damn.
Perhaps I can be of assistance? Mirror, mirror, keep us sane. Show the door to Crooked Man's
Gerçekten
domain.
bütün oyun bize
I can
bunu söyletti
always
ya.
count on you, Buffkin.
I don't recognize the door, but that's the Crooked Man symbol on it.
Hold on.
Kapı sürekli değişiyor dediler bize. Aynen değişti işte.
The door. It moves.
What'd I tell you?
Wait a minute. I know that door.
That's Central Park. I don't
Ama
know
ne
when it's
kadar
gonna
bir
move
süre
again,
orada
but I'm gonna
kalacak
get there
ki?
before it does.
Bigby, wait. When you get the Crooked Man, make sure you bring him back alive. He has to stand trial. This can't be like it was with Tweedledum. I don't care if it gets out of hand. You don't let it come to that. I know that emotions can run high. And you have your
Garantisi yok
reasons
balım.
to handle this a
Garantisi
certain way.
yok.
I
Bizim
can't
işler
make that
kelle
promise.
koltuk.
This could turn sour, just depending on how the wind blows. I have to be able to handle it how I see fit.
If people are going to have faith in the Fabletown government again, we need to be fair. Show them that we're doing things the right way. I have enough to worry about here while I prepare the case against him. So I'm going to trust you to handle this properly. That is, if you think you're ready.
Of course I'm ready. I got no other choice.
Belan olmaya geliyorum be. Vladimir'i net öldürdüm ya. Hani çarpık adamı getiririm şey olur da. Vladimir'i net öldürdüm. O kadının bana yaptığını unutmuyorum yani. Hadi aç bakma. Aç direkt aç. Tekmeleyerek açma. Aç düzgün aç. Gir ya. Kaybedecek hiçbir şeyimiz kalmadı. Bir şerefimiz, onurumuz var kaybedecek. Kapı değişmesin. Böyle bir timing mi var? Saklan. What?
Tim, what the hell are you doing here?
Good evening, Sheriff.
Tim
I'm here to
kim
take
ya?
you to the boss. Thanks, by the way, for leaving off Tiny. I have to admit, when they asked me to watch the door, I wasn't sure what to expect when you came through that portal. I know you weren't here on a social call.
Hold on. You've just been waiting for me to show
Geleceğimi
up.
biliyorlar mıydı?
You
Bir
knew I
ayna da
was
onlarda
coming?
mı var?
That's what they told me. I don't know, they said you made it pretty clear.
What?
I'm supposed to bring you right on in, so if you'll come this way. Look, this is the one thing I have to do.
Fine, lead on.
Başımıza ne gelecek ya? Geldiğimi nasıl biliyor olabilirler ya?
Thanks for understanding. This is all I'm here to do, and I don't want to mess it up. I know I'm probably the last person you'd expect to be a
Çok
guard.
tatlısın ama bu işin
Tim, how
parçasısın.
can you be working here? You know who this guy is, don't you?
He's not as bad as you think. He doesn't treat me like some broken little kid. I think he gets what it's like. He gave me a job, and I'm lucky to have it. This is the only option I've got.
What?
Just keep that
Başka
in
bir
mind,
iş
maybe.
bul arkadaş.
'Cause if you and the boss go up against
Prensesler
each
de
other,
genel eve gidiyor.
the rest
Yok
of
mu
the
iş?
Fabletown
Yok
is
mu
gonna
ya?
get
Limon
caught in the
satın
middle.
ya.
I understand the position you're in.
Vallahi
but you
bıktım
don't have
ya.
to do this. There are other things you could do.
So it's just that easy.
Maybe not, but you don't want to be a part of this.
A lot of us depend on him. Some of us never get to the front of the line at the business office. But he's there. We need you, but we need him too. What we don't need is a war. Hey, Sheriff, hold up. I gotta go in with you.
Ya
Can't you just wait
bekleyeceğim
up,
ya.
Sheriff?
Bekleyeceğim. Sakat çocuk ya. Bekleyeceğim.
Thanks.
Some kind of a fucking joke to you. What did I tell you, eh? Stop laughing at me.
Bir şey söyleyeyim mi? İlk sen
Go
gir
ahead.
ya.
You got a job to
I
do.
ain't scared of you.
Sheriff Wolf, sir.
Shit diyecektim. Tamam bir anda o mu baş rol diyecektim. Bu olamaz. Bunu dövdük. Bunu iyi dövdük.
Thank you, Tim.
Hah tamam.
I know the sheriff isn't the accommodating sort, but you handled it.
Crooked man.
You did well. You can go now.
Thank you, sir.
Odada çok fazla düşmanım var. Hepsiyle baş edemem. Politikayla çıkmam lazım.
Everyone in
Öldürürler
Fabletown
beni
has a
burada
role to
direkt.
fill. You just have to pay attention to what they need to help them find it.
Direkt yok ederler
Why
beni.
don't
Bu
you have a
kadının
seat,
burada ne
Sheriff?
işi var?
We have a
Pislik ya.
great deal to discuss.
Konuşalım.
All right, you got me here.
Politikayla
Let's
çıktık
talk.
çıkamadık öldürürler bizi. Çıkamayız buradan. Hoş geldiniz. Son chapter'a doğru mu
I've heard
gidiyoruz?
stories
Gidiyoruz
about
bu
you.
arada. Seni öldüreceğim
In the
de.
old days,
Diğerlerine garanti
those
vermem.
men one by one. Oh, how they scream. The wolf is coming. And they would wait, hiding anywhere they could squeeze their pathetic, shivering corpses. Some would just drop to their knees where they stood, close their eyes, and wait for death. And you'd give it to them. I wish I could have seen it. Oh,
Pamuğu atmadı değil mi o kuyudan? Allah'ım neler oluyor. Seçimlere bakmayı reddediyorum. Seçimlerimin doğru olduğunu düşünüyorum. Seçimlerimin doğru olmadığını düşünen de kendisi seçim yapsın ulan. Bu kötü kadına ben şimdi neler yapacağım bir bak,
I mean,
izle beni.
your eyes and the teeth. You're not really supposed to do that, are you?
Kurdun dişine kan değdi ulan. Seni unutmadım Fate.
No.
Gurt geliyor.
Holly's sister, Lily.
I just don't know what Bigby's doing. If he cares about it. If he even gives a shit.
That's why you can't tell me anything. It's the ribbon, isn't it?
We're destroying the tree.
No!
We're not burning the tree, Snow.
Umarım doğru karar
you're
vermişimdir
not
ağacı
really gonna send me
yakmayarak.
to the
Tek emin
farm, are you?
olmadığım, hoş geldin. Tek emin olmadığım
Look,
o ağacı,
maybe
yani
a
bütün
few
kararlarım
gets
arasında
set
o
up,
ağaç
but you're my
konusunda
friend,
çok
Colin.
kararsızdım.
I wouldn't do that to you.
Umarım çok ters bir karar almıştır da sonumuz olmaz yani. Senin belan olacağım kızım.
Oh God, Bigby!
This time was no joke. Eat as many metal shellings as you see fit,
Domuzu
but
da
take just one
göndermedim
more silver
çiftliğe.
round near your heart, and the only place I'll be visiting you is the morgue.
Bigby, wait. When you get the Crooked Man, make sure you bring him back alive. He has to stand trial.
Why don't you have a seat, Sheriff? We have a great deal to discuss.
Politikaya hazırlanıyorum, farkında mısınız? Savaşamam. Savaşamam. Direkt yok ederler beni. Politikayla çıkmam lazım. İnanır mısınız? Siyaset bilimi okumuş biri olarak bu da benim en iyi yapabildiğim şey. Let's watch this. Şu introlar beni öldürecek ya. Let's fucking begin.
You've come a long way. You must be tired.
Bugün biraz şık oldum doğru. Gergin oldum da doğru. Hadi bakalım.
And if my envoys are correct, you haven't had a lot of rest recently. Please, Sheriff, relax for a moment, will you? Do you want a drink? Something to eat? Vivian makes a very nice, it's elegant. Really a carpaccio. It's lobster, sirloin.
Don't misunderstand the situation here. We are not friends, and you're in no position to offer me anything.
On the contrary, Sheriff. And I don't wish to contradict you here, but your initiative and mine have been friendly for a long while now. Ever since I came aboard these shores. You know, Fabletown's been very accommodating of my humble ventures.
Never said a bad word.
Ne
And that
anlatıyorsun dayı
relationships
ya?
work till these ends.
Just what are you talking about?
I've just been left in relative peace, I think puts it best. Allowed to live my own way. What do you think you're doing?
He's gonna.
Mr. Wolf is our guest, and I have every intention of cooperating.
Politikayla kazanacağım
So don't
burayı
waste
ama
the
o
silver.
silahı senin.
Sit down, Jersey.
Yediğin dayağı unutma.
Well, Sheriff, for the sake of transparency, why don't you tell us why you're here? It would help settle everyone's nerves, I think.
Şehri yıkıyorsun babacım,
You're
yani bu yüzden
destroying this
buradayım.
town. You've been doing it for ages.
Destroying this town? What on earth do you mean?
What the hell do you think I mean? Slavery? Kidnapping? Extortion? Murder? What would you call the wholesale corruption of Fabletown?
I would call it the baseless accusation of a desperate sheriff. How are you certain this isn't some conspiracy against me? I'm a well-connected man, well-moneyed.
Kim niye
People
yapsın?
do like
Sen
to take
yapmıyorsan
shots.
kim niye
Who
yapsın
would
bunu?
try to pull that on you?
Oh, I don't know. Fables with a grudge. People who want a stake in my shops and services. But I can understand the confusion, and I'm truly sorry about the trouble all this has caused you. And I hope you believe me when I say, Sheriff, that I sincerely mean to make it up to you. The recent murders that have gotten such attention as of late, I don't relish telling you that they were perpetrated by an employee of mine. It's a very unfortunate bit of business, but I promise you that the matter will be dealt with internally. I just want to settle the issue for you and to assure you that it's over with.
Ona bir isim verecek mi
Bit
diye
of business.
forcelayacağım ya.
You're gonna tell me right now who killed him.
Sheriff, I have complete respect for you and your job. I hope you know that. But I simply can't divulge that information. You really shouldn't worry yourself. As I said, I've got this under control.
No, I'm gonna deal with it right now.
Yeah, right. What do you think this is? Some kind of negotiation? The man said he'd take care of it. So why don't you take the hint
Beni
and get out?
sinirlendiriyorsun.
I'm
Bak
already
politika
pissed
oynuyorum.
off.
Beni
You don't want to make
sinirlendirme.
it worse.
Oh, I think I do. I'd love a good reason to put a bullet between your eyes. After
Kardeşini
what you
hatırlatabiliyor
did.
muyum?
That's
Bu da
enough.
politikaya dahil ulan.
I was hoping it wouldn't come to this, but in the interest of preserving our alliance, if you have to know, it was Georgie.
Georgie selamlar.
However, like I said, I'll be handling the matter if you don't mind.
Var.
Georgie.
Benim için
You got
sakıncası
what you
var.
wanted, so just...
Sit down now.
Yeah, I killed him, so what? You should have just kept your nose where it fucking
Farklı
belonged.
politika.
Get your hands off me!
Look, the fact is,
Bir böyle
George here
kafasını al
misinterpreted one
keline
of my
keline.
instructions.
Misinterpreted?
And I want to make things right. So, let's work something out.
What's there to work out? I'm protected, aren't I?
Your protection has limits, and I think you've far exceeded yours. But you could murder someone in cold blood like that.
You fucking asked me to do this!
And then
you told me
attempt
to
to
kill
blame
him!
me for it. You will be silent while we discuss what to do with you.
This is right bollocks, this! You're just gonna let him do this?
So what do you say, Sheriff? Can we discuss terms? You can have Georgie. Consider it a gift, ensuring our continued
Konuşalım.
cooperation.
Konuşalım
Alright,
politika.
let's
Şu an politika.
You
Bir
can't just hand me
politika, bir
over!
şiddet.
What the fuck is this shit? You said you'd cover for us!
For minor infractions, not murder.
Just go with him, Georgie. You're gonna sink us all.
What's wrong with you people? You're really gonna sell him out just like
You
that?
think I give a fuck if I'm the one... Who the shit do you think you fuckers are?
Get the fuck out of
I
here.
do apologize, Sheriff.
İyi,
But I
birbirlerine
think it's
giriyorlar.
best if you leave now.
There's no way I'm going with him! Are you kidding me?
Things are about to get unpleasant, and I would rather you weren't here to watch.
You can go join that whore at the bottom of the lake for all I give a shit. But he's not taking me anywhere. I'll roll over on the lot of you before I let that shit happen.
What are you saying?
Get the fuck away from me! He's the one you fucking want!
This could have gone so well. But you just had to complicate things. To speak the truth, I've never been a very good mediator.
Çarpıkalama
Why
saldırırsak
negotiate when
canlı
you can
çıkamayız
just
buradan.
decide?
George'u alalım. Ben sonrasını biliyorum yapacağımı. Geldi yine tipini sevdiğim.
Did I miss anything good? Well, look at you all fixed up.
Ama siz naneyi yediniz. Hepiniz bir de. Tamam hadi let's go. O zaman. Politika işe yaramadı. Plan iptal. Sen bir geri dur. Senin de boynuzun. İkinci o kırmadığın boynuzun var ya. O artık yok kanka.
Over here! You're done, Wolf.
Come on, we're pretty much done here.
Senin o boynuzuna.
I'd like to say it was nice knowing you, but I'll be glad to see your
Bıçağı benden
insides
uzak
turned out.
tutmazsam başım büyük belada kanka. Neyse hepsini öldürmüş olduk. İyi oldu.
Oh God. Oh.
This way.
Bye bye. Dön öldür, dön öldür, dön öldür. İstemiyorum gitmek. Öldürmek istiyorum.
Come on, George.
Oh, shit.
I know.
Geldim. Belanız geldi, gel. Belan on the road bebeğim, gel. Belan on the road bebeğim. Çok odaklandım. Böyle aç gibi çocuklar falan korksun. İyi oldu onu yaptın. Gerçekten. Zıpla. Bir daha zıpla. Ya yakaladım hadi. Ya George senin yaşama imkanın yok. Yani onu son nefeslerini de arabanın içinde geçiriyorsun işte.
Fuck! What was that?
Belan geldi. Korkutayım da.
Take him off!
I can't.
Ecelin geliyor. Ulan. Tırıs gidebileceğini falan düşünüyor değil mi? İnanıyor yani.
Gun it!
Are you sure?
Do it!
Hayır şu bence var şu.
He's not moving.
Keep going!
Kurt geliyor olan.
Come on.
Ne oldu buraya getirdim ben burada bunun bağırsaklarını sökerim. neyini inceleyeyim? Ne bırakmış olabilir ki arabada? Yani bu da onun kanı işte. Okey. Hadi gidelim.
Holy shit.
Baya ölüyor zaten ya. Allah'ından buldu da.
Come on. We can't stay here.
Geliyorum.
I need a minute.
Ölümün ayak sesleri ulan. Selamlar.
Shit. Hello, Bigby.
Hello, Georgie.
I hoped you'd come to your senses. Oh, Crooked Man's the one you want. But of course, you're too much of an idiot to see that. Or maybe you just like me too much to let me go.
I'm gonna rip you to fucking pieces.
Go on, then.
Please, Sheriff. Haven't you done enough? Look at him.
Seni de
He's
öldüreceğim.
dying.
I'll kill you too if I have to.
Go ahead. It isn't his fault.
He's a murderer. Faith and Lily, he's the reason they're dead.
Look, I know he made a few mistakes. We all have.
İki insanın
He made
canına
sure they
var
couldn't
o.
talk with those damn ribbons, and then he killed them. You're wearing one yourself. Doesn't that bother you even a little, knowing that man murdered...
Of course it does. Those girls
So
are
it's
like...
all my fucking fault then?
I
You
didn't mean-
fucking... You're gonna throw me to the fucking wolf too? You know I didn't have a goddamn choice. What the fuck? I did what I had to! You can't fucking blame me for that.
Why'd you do it then, huh? If it's not your fault, then what the fuck happened?
Look, Faith and the others tried to pull a run on us. And as you can imagine, the Crooked Man wasn't too thrilled. But of course, the big boss didn't want to get his fucking hands dirty. So he told me to take care of it. You think I don't know what that means? Either I do what he says or I'm the one getting dealt with. So I fucking killed him. And I'd do it again. 'Cause it's not my fault.
Yine yapardım bedelini bir
You
ödesin.
think that'll help? You still haven't learned, have you? Still the same old fucking moron. Go ahead and kill me then, but it won't bring back Lily or Faith. It won't free your friend Narissa. And I'm just the sap taking the fall for the whole thing. It must be so easy being you. Just come in here and blame me for all this shit. Job's done, right?
Bu adam
George is
maşa
the
ya.
bad
Bu
guy.
adam
It's
maşa
all his
da.
fucking
Bundan
fault.
öğrenebildiğimiz her şeyi öğrenmemiz lazım.
But what was I supposed to do? You don't know what it's like, Bigby.
Bir daha vurayım.
You murdered Faith and Lily. You put those fucking ribbons around their necks. You had the power to let them go, but you chose not to.
You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. If I freed them,
Ne oluyor işte?
what would you have me do? Kill her?
Georgie, don't.
It was them or Vivian. So you tell me, if freeing Lily meant she had to die, do you still think I had a fucking choice?
What are you doing?
I told you.
What are you talking about?
This is the original. The girl with the ribbon. I'm sure you've heard the stories. Couldn't take it off, couldn't talk about it. She used her little purple ribbon to make more of them. To keep our girls quiet. To ensure absolute
Her şey bunun
discretion.
başının altından mı çıktı? Güzel.
All that magic is connected
Sonra
to
diyorum
this
ki
little
kadını
thing.
niye öldürmeyelim
You
ki?
remove hers, and the spell's broken. They're all free. But you know what happens to her? The same thing that happened to Faith. So don't you come in here and tell me I fucked up.
What the hell, Georgie? We were supposed to look out for each other. I trusted you.
You can't fucking blame me.
Kurdeleler hakkında
You're not
bir-
innocent here either.
Wait, those were your ribbons? You're in on this? I thought you cared about them.
I do. Of course I do. You have to understand, nobody was supposed to die. When we built this place, it was just a stupid idea. A gimmick. Discretion is our guarantee. That's how it started anyway. This was supposed to be our place. We were gonna be in charge for once, and nobody would try to control us or use us. That was the
George nasıl
point.
geldi başınıza ben onu
Then
anlamadım.
the Crooked Man showed up and everything just turned to shit.
So, do you get it now? Why I couldn't just... If you still think it's so fucking simple, then you do it. Go right ahead. Kill her then.
What are you doing?
Break the spell. Save the fucking day.
Stop it.
I told you, sometimes all your options are shit. What the fuck are you supposed to do then?
We'll find another way. She doesn't have to die. Maybe the witches
Don't talk
can...
about me like I'm not even here. Please. You think this is hard for you? My life is such a fucking burden on your conscience. Don't I get a say? It's my life. Like it was either of yours to give up in the first place.
You don't get a choice if you're involved in this.
I know what I've done.
Wait.
I'm sick of everyone thinking that they can just do what they want with my life. I thought it would be different here. But it's all the fucking same.
Vivian, I didn't mean...
Do you think I wanted to be this person? What I did to Faith and Lily? To all of them?
Vivian, wait.
Every day I have to look
Vivian,
Gwen and Hans
aşık.
in the eye and pretend I don't care. I have to forget what I've done to them. What I took away from them. I look at Nerissa and I hate myself.
Vivian.
I can't pretend anymore.
What are you
Çıkarma.
doing?
Vivian, don't...
Çıkarma, çıkarma. Çıkarma.
Vivian, no! Fuck! No, no, no, no! Why'd you have to do that, Vivian? Vivian! Shit!
Bir şey demeyeceğim ya.
Vivian, I didn't fucking mean it. I was just... Oh. Oh, fuck!
Get up.
Adam nasıl kalksın, bütün bağırsağı dışarıda da. Kalk
Don't
sen
think
yine.
so, Bigby. I'm gonna die here. I think we both know that. Just make sure you give the crooked man the same treatment when you find him. Really fuck him up for me, all right?
He's gonna have it worse. Don't worry.
Good. Old foundry by the river, all right? Shepherd Metal Works. He'll be there. Fucking asshole. You want to finish me off now? Or do you plan to kick me around a little first? Rip my limbs off one by one? That's what you want to do, right?
That's not who I am.
Sure it's not. No more games, all right? We both know how this ends. Just make it quick.
Ya hayır
I know
ya.
what I did.
Ölüme terk edersem daha çok acı çekecek.
All right, Georgie.
Of. Şimdi diğer kızlar, bütün kurdeleli kızlar kurtuldu değil mi kurdelelerinden? Kaç tane kaldı? Bir Narisa var bildiğim.
Of course.
Kapı açıl, benim canıma kastım var, açıl hadi. aptal
So
şarkı
this
kadının
is where they've been
kolileri.
sending these.
Biz neredeyiz ya? Tılsım mıydı onun?
Big Wolf.
Gel. Gel, zaten dişime
The
artık
big
kan değmedi.
bad wolf.
Ağzımı kanla çalkalayıp tükürüyorum. Gel. Gel, çok hazırım ulan sana. Gel. Beni siz delirttiniz, gel.
You used to be something.
Gel gel, ben senin ilacın olacağım, gel. Pamuk'un resmi mi o? Değil ya, Fate bu. Pamuk. Fate. Ay, Fate demişim. Fate. Pis stalker ya.
They used to fear you. They'd hide anywhere their small shivering bodies would fit.
Bir dakika. O şey kurt çarmıha gibi değil mi? Bizi ona gelecekler gibi hissediyorum ama tabii hayırlısı. Bunu bozamıyor muyum ben? Çamaşır suyu falan dökeyim üstüne de bari. Beni ona bir germeleri var gibi ama hayırlısı tabii. Şuradan girsene kanka. No, gümüş kurşun.
Silver.
The big bad wolf.
Vladimir, vallahi belanı olacağım ya. Olamıyorum, ne yapıyorsun kadın?
It's about time you showed up.
I had to take care of some things first.
Little errand boy. That's nice.
Ah, Bigby. I see you've made it here in one piece. I do apologize, but I have some business to attend to. I leave you in the capable hands of my associate. Come find me when you've finished, dear.
Don't worry. This won't take long.
Get out of my way now. Don't make this worse.
Aw, he doesn't want to play.
Şu bir.
I'm sure
Şu
you'll
iki.
persuade him.
Let's go.
Wow, what a man. Stealing
Masada
punches while my
göndermiş.
back is turned? Didn't your mother ever teach you to fight proper?
Suck it, bitch. Ya beni buna gelecekler adoslar. Çok görüp duruyoruz onu. Boruyu kıracak. İnsan mı borudan bunu? Ben boru üstüne yürüyeceğim ben. Okey. Ya çok hızlı geliyorsun. Lanet kadın ya. Bir de uçmayı ne ara öğrendin ya? Bastım daha ne basayım? Ha. Buna basamadım işte.
Where are you? Come out and face me.
Aa, dönüştü. Okey, tamam, şimdi oldu. O güzel dediğiniz kadına dönüm gibi bakın istedim. RGB oldu ya kadın. Ne oluyor? RGB kadın peşimi bırak. tane olsun. Vizyon yapma. Seçemedim, karar veremedim. Hepsine konuşacağım ama zaten bir tanesi yeter. Ya o gümüş kurşunu yemeyeyim de ben. Hepsine görüşürüm. Çıkma üstümden. İnsanlar sığmaz. Var ya adil bir işte. Sizi yok ederim ya. Bayağı. Kadın. Ha gerçek değilmiş ki ya da gerçekte de bu mu efekt? Gerçeğiydi değil mi bu? Gerçeği de öldü mü? Ölmüş. Allah'ıma şükürler olsun. Eforsuz bir fight'tı. Zorlanmadım. Basitti. Çocuk oyuncağı. Tek elimle oynadım. Geliyor, belan geliyor. Ya, gümüş kurşun sıkma, tamam mı?
Hello, Bigby. You look tired.
Give me one good reason not to rip you apart right now.
Gümüş kurşun.
This gun holds 6 rounds. I won't miss next time. Before you do anything with me, I thought I should point out a few things. Snow White wants you to bring me back to the woodlands, doesn't she? And that's what I want. You plan to do what she says, don't you?
Snow's not here. You're dealing with me now.
That may be true, but I'd advise against defying your new boss.
Yeni
At least for the
patron mu?
time being. You will bring me back alive.
Darling, ha? Ne diyor?
Look, all I ask for is the chance to speak for myself in front of the community. And I'm sure Miss White would agree that I should be given a fair trial. Can we at least agree on that?
Bunu niye istiyorsun? Bu adam niye duruşma
The
istiyor?
whole town will be calling for your execution. Why would you want me to bring you back there?
Why don't you let me worry about that? Look, there's no reason for us to be at each other's throats here.
That's funny, coming from a guy pointing a gun at my head.
This is just a precaution. I'm sure you understand. I'm no murderer, Mr. Wolf. I didn't kill those women. And
Ya
I think
sen
you know that. All I'm asking for is
azmettiricisin
a
ya.
chance to explain my side of the
Nesin
story.
sen? Ha.
You're not a killer? Then what are you?
I'm a businessman, not a killer.
There's still a lot you have to answer for.
And I will, as long as you agree to my terms. Because I'm not saying another word until I'm brought before the community. And I don't think I'm being unreasonable. If you decide to do something stupid, like murder me, you won't get your answers. But you will have a difficult time explaining yourself to Miss White and the rest of this miserable town.
Aa,
You're
manipüle
often
ediyor beni şu an
reckless.
ama.
And I worry you're not thinking of the... Let me ask you an honest question. What do you really care about here? Where this case is concerned, I mean. Do you really want the truth? Or do you just...
Justice.
Hero?
This is about justice. I'm the sheriff. I have to do what's right. 2 people were murdered.
And you know who did it. Georgie. He's dead, isn't he? My point being, the killer has been dealt with. You've won.
You really think I'm that stupid?
I understand you have an obligation to bring me in. Maybe you can brighten up a little. It's over. So, shall we get going? I'd rather not dawdle. You know, I'm actually looking forward to seeing Miss White again. My previous interactions with her have gone rather well.
All right, let's go. Hand over the gun.
I think I'd rather hold on to it, if you don't mind. What do you say?
Aldım ulan.
I'm sure Miss White will be pleased. Such a reliable pup. I understand why she'd want to keep you around.
Ama ben...
You're under arrest. You'll be given a trial in front of your peers. And your punishment will follow.
Arkadaşlar justice dedikten sonra adamı öldüremem yani. Önemli, umurumda olan tek şey justice dedim. Adalet. Gidip adamı öldürmek artık şova.
I know. But we have to do something.
Are you fucking kidding me?
When is this thing happening?
Are we sure he's coming?
Yes, you'll have an opportunity to... He's back.
The Crooked Man.
Thank God.
Bir de pamuğa da söz verdi.
Motherfucker.
Tükür. Bir daha tükür babanın suratına.
Are you okay? It's been hours. We were worried you'd run into some trouble.
İyiyim ben.
At the Crooked Man's place.
It's nothing, I'm fine.
I guess you've been worse.
Ağzımla burnum yer
You did
değiştirmiş.
well, Sheriff. I'm surprised. Not that you did well, but that, you know... I'm just glad you made it back in one piece.
It's about time you showed up. Now throw this asshole down the fucking well.
Yes, what are you waiting for?
You
Murderer!
You
killed
Lily!
She was my Where the fuck do you get
what about
off?
Faith?
You think you have the right to just do this to
everything you
people?
said.
You're a fucking crook!
This, you should be ashamed.
Shithole.
Everyone, can I have your attention? Thank you all for coming here on such short notice. I know normally we'd schedule a formal hearing, but considering the circumstances, I thought it best if we do this as soon as possible.
Hadi ya asalım ya da
The
atalım
Crooked Man is
kuyuya.
charged with the
Öldürelim
murder
de
of
biz.
As I
Faith
already
and...
informed your sheriff, it was Mr. Georgie Porgy who killed those women, not me.
What? It was Georgie?
Emri sen
Georgie may have
verdin.
killed them, but you made the call.
Do I have to explain the situation to you again?
Wait a minute. So you're saying Georgie's the motherfucker who killed my sister? Well, where is he?
Yeah, you're gonna bring that shithead in too, aren't you?
Yes, Sheriff. Where is that rotten scoundrel now?
Is he still out there?
I sincerely hope not.
Well, where is he?
Don't worry about it. It's done.
Justice has already been dispatched. Bigby executed him.
He's... what?
dead. So you see, the culprit has been punished. There's no
That
need
doesn't
for
change
this.
anything. We'll deal with it later, but right now, you're the one I'm concerned with.
You called the shots. Georgie made that perfectly clear.
In which case, you still have a lot to answer for.
I
And
was
I
told
don't...
I would be allowed to speak.
We have to read the rest of the charges.
What other charges?
If you'd wait a moment.
How about I go ahead and kill you right now?
In front of all these people?
Aynen
Do I look
öyle.
like I give a shit?
After the rest of your crimes are read through, Then you will have an opportunity to defend yourself, but only then.
If you insist.
You are charged with the murder of Faith and Lily, which Georgie carried out on your order, inciting violence against various members of the Fabletown community, including the attempted murder of Sheriff Bigby Wolf.
Twice.
A misunderstanding.
Aiding and providing monetary support for the forced prostitution at the Pudding and Pie. Additionally, you are charged with multiple counts of fraud, extortion, racketeering, and the illegal possession and sale of magical artifacts.
And resisting arrest.
Oh, yes. Now, is there anything you would like to say?
First of all, I had nothing to do with Faith and Lily, so you can strike that one from your little record book.
Bullshit! Like hell you didn't.
Stop the charade. We know you're involved.
Come on, it's obvious.
I know you're responsible. You've been behind all of this from the
Adam
beginning.
kendini
So
akıllamaya
cut the
çalışacak
shit.
da aklatmam ya. Öyle bir şey yok. Bunu affedip buradan göndermeyeceğiz değil mi? Konsey olarak.
The Crooked Man has committed crimes against this government and, most importantly, its citizens. These charges, if proven, are enough to justify death, upon which your body will be committed to the witching
Where it
ground.
fucking belongs.
That's
So
right.
let's get on
but
with
we
it
promised
then.
you a chance to defend yourself, and I won't rob you of that right.
What the
You're
fuck?
really going
This
to
is
let him
about
talk?
justice. If we're ever going to pull ourselves together and make something of this town, we have to start doing things correctly. No more snap judgments, no more secrets. We are going to treat everyone fairly, even when they don't deserve it.
This is ridiculous.
Keşke öldürseydim.
You have the floor.
Thank you, Miss White. You've all met Georgie. I don't have to tell you what kind of person he was. He was a total scoundrel, lacking in any sort of moral fiber. I hired him as a favor to his family, you see. A promise kept to a dying mother.
Oh,
Are you gonna
jeez.
get to your point or what?
Georgie was working for me, yes. But he was not acting on my behalf when he killed those women. It was his business. And for whatever reason, I'm sure only he could understand, he murdered 2 of his most faithful employees. I had nothing to do with it.
This is fucking bullshit. Georgie seemed pretty convinced he didn't have a say in the matter.
He clearly misunderstood my intention.
Really?
I would never authorize such an act.
Any of you actually believe this bullshit?
Holly, please.
Tell them, Bigby, when you finally showed up at my door last night,
Yalan
wasn't I more than
söylerim
helpful?
ki.
I answered your question.
Saldırıya
I was
uğradım.
willing to cooperate.
Yeah, and your goons attacked me. Did you forget that part?
They get a bit carried away sometimes, it's true. Loyal to the end. They do it because they want to protect me, as I've protected them. You understand wanting to protect what you care about, don't you? You'd do anything. You might even give up an innocent man, just to save someone.
Yeah, right. They don't do it because they want to protect you. You intimidate people, use scare tactics. They're afraid if they don't follow orders, they'll end up dead.
Let me explain this to you. My employees are just that, hired help. I see some of them are here among you. They are not my slaves. They are all free to make their own decisions, as Georgie was.
You're not serious. I know what you do to people. I've seen it firsthand. What you did to Faith, the way you manipulated her.
Kimdi?
Do you really think any of those girls were free? Do you really think Faith
I'm
wanted
sorry,
to...
Lawrence. I'm sorry that your wife
Prens
came to me
Loris
for help, and I'm
kocası.
sorry that I decided against my best judgment to give her a distasteful
Kocası
job.
değil miydi ya? Kız kardeşi
Right,
çevirisi
and you
yanlış
kept them in
olmuş.
debt so they
Kocasıydı
couldn't
bu.
leave.
Yeah. That's what you did to us. How you kept us all
You
in
forget
line.
it was not me who put you in that position. You all act like I'm some kind of tyrant. When your government abandoned you, left you poor and helpless, sniveling on street corners, I was there to look out for you.
Yes, but...
Wasn't I?
We didn't abandon anyone. We've been trying to help them.
Really? What about Auntie Greenleaf? Her story is not uncommon. She left everything she had back in the homelands. Everything that mattered, anyway. With nowhere else to turn, she came to me for help. And what
Aa,
did I do
kadının
for
ağacını
you?
yaksaydı düşmanca tavır
You got my
sergilerdi.
tree back.
I got her tree back, and in turn we used her magic to help poor Fables get glamours. Because I helped her, she was able to make a living, provide for herself. And what did they do?
She wanted my tree destroyed, but Bigby refused.
What?
Yes, doğru karar vermişiz
You
işte.
were gonna burn her tree? Snow, why would you want that?
Don't blame Snow, she had her reasons. Greenleaf was using her magic to help Crane and the Crooked Man. That's why Snow wanted your tree burned.
That's not why.
It wasn't her fault.
You can lie to yourself, but you can't lie to me. You hated Crane, and you hated him for wanting to fuck you, and you being too soft to notice what he'd do to get it. It had nothing to do with a crooked man.
Arkadaşlar
We've made
salak
some
mısınız
mistakes.
konsey olarak? Beni
I've
çıldırtmaya mı
made some
çalışıyorsunuz ya?
But believe me, I truly want what's best for this town. And that may not always be clear right away, but I want you all to know that I care deeply about all of you. And so does the sheriff.
Yeah, right.
I can't promise you perfection. No one can.
Maybe you haven't noticed, but we've been doing all this to protect you. We're trying to stop people like him.
The Crooked Man's been exploiting you, exploiting your hope for a better life. You would go to him for help, and he would take that weakness and add it to his strength.
He took Faith and
Damarlarına
Lily from
basalım.
us. And while we can never get them back, we can certainly punish who's responsible.
They're right.
Yes
You're
be,
all still
beast
afraid
be.
of him, even now. But you needn't be. His contamination of this town is over, and those girls will have their justice.
Ne oldu? Geçtim bu tarafa.
Very good, very good. The sentiment is surely appreciated, Miss White. But it doesn't disguise the fact that these accusations are completely unfounded. The sheriff simply doesn't have a particle of evidence linking me to the...
Georgie was working for you. Bigby got a
A
confession
confession that nobody heard. Now, I'm no barrister, but I think such a statement would carry more weight if Bigby weren't the only one to whom Georgie spoke.
Başka bir kız daha
Especially
var.
given
Şey,
Bigby's
Nerissa nerede? Nerissa ortada yok.
history.
Nerissa'ya
What are you
getirin.
talking about?
Snow?
And what about your history? All you've done to this fucking town.
What do you mean there's no evidence?
Maybe he's... I mean, this doesn't feel right, how we're doing this. I just
Of
need...
course it's right. This man tormented all of you for profit. Georgie
Let me
killed
just
them.
make sure I understand you. You're trying to say that I'm responsible for what Georgie did because he was working for me at the time, yes?
Yes.
Of course. Yes, you're responsible.
Bu kadar salak bir araya
Well, by
nasıl
that
toplandı
logic, Miss White should
anlayamıyorum
be
ben
on
de
trial for
gerçekten.
Tweedledum's murder, since you know Bigby works for her.
That's...
He killed a man.
Now, don't make him a murderer. What happened
Hata
with
yaptı.
Tweedledum, I made a mistake. He was attacking me, and I just acted. I didn't think.
That's the only reason?
Bigby and I have already discussed his behavior that night. We're handling it
Now, where have
internally.
I heard that before? How about the way he treated poor Tweedledee when he was in your custody? He was beaten to mashed apples while under your watch.
Under my watch.
Maybe he's right.
Did you think we'd all just let that
Pamuk
go?
bu işin içinde
Snow had
değil.
nothing to do with it. We all thought she was dead.
Besides, Crane was still deputy mayor when that happened. Right before you decided to kidnap him.
It was for his own protection. Oh, you're right, dear. Crane was in charge. Sometimes it's hard to tell the difference.
That's enough.
So, you won't answer for your employees'
That's very
behavior,
enough,
but
hatta
I
ama
must perish
anlayan
for
yok.
This is
mine.
completely different.
I
We all...
did not order those two girls dead. It simply never happened. Georgie killed Faith and Lily. End of story. They want to scapegoat me for their own tangled ends, but they refuse to answer for their own
This
crimes.
isn't right.
Oh, please.
This isn't the point.
We'll deal with them after we deal with you.
Listen, I
The
know...
laws apply when we need them.
That's
I
not
mean, a
true.
certain level of privilege should be afforded to...
To who?
This is how it's always been.
Yes. See, this is exactly to what I'm speaking. We
Göt
lashed
altına
our ropes
gidiyoruz
to
ha.
this diseased world, and ever since, which one of us has been there for you? Who filled your lives with the promise of more? Who was there while they idly played in their towers? Judging you, treating you as mindless children, too stupid to command your own destiny. Without me, who will pay your rent when you're on the verge of eviction? Who will dare challenge their brutality when it leaks to our dear citizens? Who will protect you from the big bad wolf? Who will be the...
Kimsin?
Miss White!
Heh. Konuş kız. İşte aradığım kan ya.
I wanted to make sure I had the chance to say something.
Why don't you take a moment to catch your breath, little
What's she doing here?
I'd like to... I need to say something.
We're kind of
Devam
in the middle
et.
of something.
Of course. Go right ahead.
You probably don't remember me. I don't know why I was afraid to come
My
here.
dear, I don't
Just
know
shut
what
up.
Yes,
You
be işte benim
enslaved
kızım
us
be.
for years. Let us hear stories about what you do. Told us we would lose everything if we stepped just one toe out of line. And we couldn't say a word about it because of these damn ribbons. But you know what? Now it's my turn to talk.
How are you?
I found Vivian's body. Did you kill her? Did he?
Sheriff, this is highly irregular.
Be quiet.
Vivian
Dürüst olacağım ya.
killed herself back at the Pudding and Pie.
I'm sorry, I don't think I
Nerissa! My name is Nerissa.
It's okay, my dear. It's going to be...
Ne oldu?
He ordered them
Tutuştu.
dead. This fucker. Faith and Lily.
That's a lie.
I was in the goddamn room when he did it.
Yes.
Faith and Lily are dead because of you. The only two people who ever gave a damn about me.
And this just confirms it.
He made Georgie do it. It was always him. Georgie would have never done anything without his say-so. Ever.
You're going to take the word of a stupid...
At least 5 other
Such a
girls will
name
back
ever.
me up on this. We all heard you say it.
Did you now?
Looks like we found our evidence.
She saw it firsthand.
He's guilty.
Good enough for me?
Me too.
So that's it, right?
Calm down the witching well. No, that's too fucking easy for a crook like that.
What do you mean?
He's gotta pay for what he did.
Listen to yourselves!
You're all rats, fleeing from one sinking ship to the next. So quick to latch onto whatever will keep your miserable lives afloat. This is how you want to repay all I've done for you?
What, you take 2 people's lives away and now you want mercy?
What did you expect to happen here? You're getting what you deserve.
Well done, then.
Now, for your sentence.
We don't have to become murderers.
What are you talking about?
He's guilty. I know that, but we don't have to kill anybody.
Ya
We can
teyzem bir çık
imprison
git
him,
ya.
lock him up forever, somewhere he can never hurt anyone again.
How can we be sure he won't escape?
I can help. We'll use magic.
That's
I
not
assure
good
you.
enough.
Maybe
There will
she
be
has
more
a point.
if he
Aynen
isn't
onun
stopped.
tarafına geçer. Bu
So
teyzem
we
var
get
ya.
rid of him. Dangerous.
Get him out of
We
here.
can send him
Everyone,
away.
listen up! Clearly, we're having trouble agreeing on a suitable punishment. So I think
This is going nowhere.
someone needs to make a decision.
Who?
I hope you aren't suggesting
Karar
yourself.
niye pamuk
Why
veriyor ya?
not?
Oy
Should
verelim
have a
lan.
vote. Make it
That's
democratic.
Do
democracy.
you really think that's going to work?
He's right. Nobody can agree on anything.
What about Bigby?
What about him?
He was appointed. He's the only official representative, really. He should be the judge.
That makes sense to me.
I guess it does.
Okay.
Fine.
Are you sure? This isn't how
It's what the people want, Miss White.
Okay, Mr. Wolf, it's your
Ne
call.
oldu be Egon incindi tatlım.
Just do what you think is right.
Yes, Sheriff. Do what you think is right.
Kuyudan
Teach him a
atacağım.
fucking
Kafasını
lesson.
kopartamam.
He has to
Çok
die.
vahşice.
Just
away.
fucking get rid of him.
Bay bay.
Everyone, I'm...
Not this way.
Ne oluyor ne oluyor? Seni var ya keşke kafanı koparsaydın. Yine pişman oldum. Niye gözüne?
There you are. I hope you all remember this moment.
Hepimiz hatırlayacağız.
Think of me when you try to
Görüşürüz yavrum hadi.
You're going to miss me.
Hadi hadi at at.
I won't.
Neden bana diyorsun? Ha. Bir an atmadı sandım ya. Ay kafa kopmayacak ya. Vahşet vahşet şeyler söylemeyin.
Yes. Another one of us to erase from the books.
Okey, hadi çıkmadım varsay o zaman.
Hey, Sheriff. Are you gonna come see the truck off? We're leaving for the farm in a few. Thought you might want to. I don't know.
I'll be down in a minute.
Okay.
Çiftliğe mi gidiyorlar? Niye? Bu insan şeklinde.
This fucking line.
Niye herkes? Bütün kızlar toplandık.
Oh, Mr. Wolf, Flycatcher left his keys.
Her şey yolunda mı?
Is everything okay? You look...
I'm sorry, Sheriff. I have to take care of this. We'll talk later, okay?
Hatun niye bize soğuk yapıyor? Kurt Bey diyeceksiniz ulan.
You're late.
Someone's gonna see you, Colin.
Bu da bana pas vermedi. Ne oluyor be? Bafkin'in yanına gitmek istiyorum ben.
I'm going. Jesus.
Niye gidiyorsun? Para verdim sana tılsım için.
We only have like 5 minutes.
Carry me for fuck's sake. I don't give a shit.
You forgot these.
Oh, thank you. It's been pretty busy around here.
Morning, Sheriff. Nice fucking day. Shit. Just go grab that, would you?
Sorry about all this. I tried to help.
Just why the hell did she have to send me and me boy away, huh? You promised me I'd get another chance, but Miss White said I had to go up to the damn farm anyway. I told her I had the money, but she didn't want to hear it.
Wait, Sheriff Bigby, I have something.
You know, he was up crying all night.
Ya nasıl ya? Nasıl? Parası var, alabilir ya.
Can you give this to Miss White, please? Dad says there's no time to say goodbye, so if you could bring it to her, she was nice.
What is it?
I couldn't take them all with me, and she said she liked that one the best.
Ya ilk gün baktıkları koleksiyondaki
It's
böcek.
the willow beetle. That's a big one. They're cool, because when they're little, they have these pouches that squirt juice at you if you touch them.
I'm sure she'll love it.
She said it was pretty.
We're about ready to head out.
What's it like at the farm? I've heard ogres live there, and they eat people in their sleep sometimes.
God, I hope not.
Do we have to go? I want to stay here.
Well, we don't have a choice anymore.
Don't worry. You'll be a lot safer there.
Nasıl indiremiyorum? Nasıl indiremiyorum ya?
There's a nice river nearby, so you can swim all you want.
Even in daytime?
Yeah, you don't have to worry about the Monday seeing you. It'll be nice. Come on, it won't be so bad.
Have you been there before?
No, some of the animals aren't comfortable around wolves.
So you wouldn't know, would you?
We're all set.
Bye, Mr. Wolf.
Goodbye,
Fuck.
TJ.
Hey, Bigby. Where's your friend, Colin? Where's the fucking pig?
I don't know. Must have run off.
Bullshit.
Saying goodbye?
Kurdeleyi çıkaramıyor mu? Hala kurdelesi var yoksa anı olarak mı takıyor onu anlamadım.
Hi.
Çıkarsa kopar mı ki kafası?
You're still wearing that thing.
Oh. Yeah. I guess I am. It's not easy to forget. I know it seems like I should be able to. It's just...
You need to let that go. How are you gonna move on if...
Bigby, I know you're trying to help. But this is just something I need to do on my own.
Tamam,
Listen,
güçlü kadısın, halledersin.
I came here because I have to tell you something.
What is it?
It's about what happened to Faith and Lily. I'm not sure where to start. Faith, Lily, and we had this plan. We were gonna find a way out. Leave the pudding and pie for good. But then Faith decided to get some leverage. She stole a picture of Crane and Lily together. The minute Faith stole that photo, we had dirt on one of the Crooked Man's allies. If he found out, I had no choice. You have to understand. You've seen how they kept us quiet in that place.
Nerissa, what did you do?
I freaked out, okay? I thought if I came clean to Georgie, he'd get the Crooked Man to leave us alone. We could just forget the whole thing. Maybe try again in a few years.
You what?
So I told him everything. And I begged for mercy for all of us. I didn't want anyone to die over a picture.
So you sold them out?
No.
Ya ne no ya? Yes.
Georgie promised he'd smooth things over with the Crooked Man. But then... Oh, God.
What happened? Can you tell me anything else?
I don't know what happened. But that night at the club, Georgie came back and told me things had changed. He had to make an example of us. We had committed treason. And while the two of us were sitting there, as he was telling me this, Faith walked in, and I had to watch while Georgie...
Wait, so Georgie told you all this? Not the Crooked Man? Back at the well, you said...
I know what I said.
But it wasn't the truth, was it?
What does it matter? I know the Crooked Man did it.
Wow.
So what if it wasn't the whole truth? It was true enough.
So you think that makes it okay to lie?
I know he ordered their deaths. I wasn't gonna let him get away with it because of a stupid technicality. Especially after... that night, after Faith. I tried to warn Lily, but she wasn't with her scheduled appointment. So I did the only thing I could do. I left Faith's head at your doorstep.
You?
I walked her over here, and I left her. Just hoping that maybe if I couldn't save them...
So, that piece of fabric I found near there, that was you?
Yeah, I cut my leg trying to get over the fence.
So you started all this?
I just pointed you in the right direction. People like us get forgotten all the time. The Crooked Man was counting on that.
Ya
When
adamı
we
boştan
suffer,
yere attık gibi
we do it in
oldu.
silence.
Yalan ifadeyle.
And the world likes it that way. We just
Kafasını koparsam iyice
fade,
üzülürdüm.
like we never existed. I couldn't watch that happen to Faith or Lily. Nobody cares about us. Not really.
I'm sorry, Nerissa. I'm sorry that's what it took to get me to pay attention.
It'll be different now. You'll make things right. You and Snow.
I don't know. Seems like no matter what I do, it's just not enough for her, or anyone. I just can't win with these people.
I know it might feel that way, but they need you, Bigby. Both of you. You two make a good team. The way you look out for each other, and look out for us. You don't see that a lot these
Trip
days.
atayım mı?
Snow doesn't really need me.
I'm sure that's not true. After everything you've done for us, maybe they don't want to admit it, but without you,
none of this would have happened. You listened when no one else would. You protected your friends, no matter the cost. And you brought justice to this town, finally. Because you brought the Crooked Man in, everyone saw who he really was. So from where I'm standing, you did the right thing. You've been given this job for a
Eyvallah.
reason. And I left Faith at your doorstep because I knew if anyone stood a chance against the Crooked Man, it was you.
I hope I've at least done some good.
Çiftliğe kaçırayım bence ben bu ablayı, değil mi?
You've changed this place. For better or worse, Fabletown wouldn't be the same without you. You're not as bad as everyone says you are.
Aa, aynı şey Fate de demişti. Ertesi gün ölü bulduk.
I need to tell you something. I have to tell you something.
I feel like we've met before.
You're trying to place me. You like my ribbon? Do you like it?
Faith wore one too.
Would hide her beauty so she could escape his kingdom.
They used to call me the Little Mermaid.
Dr. Swinehart ever get back to you about Faith?
He said he wanted to run more tests. I hope you find what you're looking for.
Git.
I'll see you around, Wolf.
Wow. Tamam işte şimdi gerçekten bittiğine göre ne yaşadık ya biz? The Wolf Among Us'ın gerçekten sonuna geldik. Buraya kadar izlediğiniz için teşekkür ediyorum efendim. Başka serilerde görüşmek dileğiyle.